Welcome back. Now, hash tables are implemented differently in different languages. But most of the time, the key and the value can be any type of data structure. We saw here that we can have a function as a value. We can have another object if we want as a value. We can have an array as a value if we want. And I mean, you can do this in arrays as well. We don't just have numbers and strings in arrays. We can have arrays of objects. But you can also sometimes have keys that are more than just strings. You could potentially have functions as keys and a value that is also a function, or perhaps a number or an array, whatever you want. Now, in JavaScript, in an object like this, if you pass a key that is a number or a function, it actually gets stringified and it only allows string keys. But with the new version of JavaScript and ES6, you actually have something called map and sets, which also may be familiar in other languages. A map is created like this. And the difference between a map and an object is the fact that a map allows you to save any data type as the key. Remember, with an object, you can only save the key as a string. With a map, it allows us, if we want, to even have functions as keys or arrays as keys. And another benefit of map is that it maintains insertion order. What does that mean? Well, with an object, there is no order, is there? If we go back to our diagram, our data is inserted randomly in different places. If we go back to our user's example, we see that there is definitely no order. When we grab all the values of an object, we start with, let's say, Lisa Smith, which was entered second, then John Smith, then perhaps Sandra D. Sam Doe gets selected last. There is no order like there was with arrays. But there are some versions of hash tables, like maps in JavaScript, that maintains this order of insertion, so that when we loop through items in an object, we have this maintained order. Sets is another feature, very similar to map. The only difference is that it only stores the keys, no values. So you see here, each language, as we mentioned, comes with its own pre-built versions of data structures. But at the end of the day, all of them are hash tables. But in order to truly understand how hash tables work, I think we should build one. In the next video, we're going to do just that.